And so I think that there's plenty of people who point at the industry, they laugh, they don't understand it. But what I do know is that the world's wealthiest people, not the future wealthiest, the world's wealthiest people today are crypto investors. And my guess is that over time, the Forbes 400 is going to be dominated by Bitcoin and crypto investors.
Yes. Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for one video per day demystifying this cryptocurrency market. My name's Austin. That was, of course, Anthony Pompliano on CNBC this morning talking about the wider crypto market as well as the Bitcoin price. We'll get to this, but we must start with the breaking news of the day. Russia is on record that they're open to taking payments for their natural gas in Bitcoin. This is coming right from the chair of their Congressional Energy Committee. Wow, this is big. Like this, support this, get this information out there. And while this full clip is a little over 1 minute long, I won't play it in today's video like I usually would, just because it's all in Russian. So seek this out on your own to watch the full clip. But the direct quote was on what they're willing to accept for their natural gas. The currencies used can be different, and it's a normal practice. If it's Bitcoin, then it's Bitcoin. They're saying, sure, why not? You want to pay us in US dollars? That's fine. You want to pay us in gold or the ruble? That's fine. You want to pay us in Bitcoin? Hell yeah, that's valuable to us too. We'll take it. And actually, maybe I don't know anymore about the US dollar if they're really accepting that, but they will accept gold and they will accept Bitcoin. Russia can trade with friendly countries in national currencies or Bitcoin. This is right from the chairman of the State Duma on energy. Give me your thoughts on this down below. What was once unheard of, this would have been crazy talk 4 or 5 years ago to think a nation state would do something like this. But cut to today, par for the course. The dominoes continue to fall. I can't believe this is real life. Bitcoin is truly for everyone, regardless of your personal opinion. Nation states are open to accept payment on a decentralized economy. And remember, Bitcoin is for everyone. We see Ukraine refugees using Bitcoin to transport wealth and funding their defense with BTC donations. Russia now open to accepting Bitcoin as payment for energy resources. Bitcoin is simply money for everyone, friends and enemies alike. Okay, so undoubtedly bullish, but this does bring me to my next obvious question. When will the price go parabolic? How come we're not seeing an explosion today? Well, first off, I want to say I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research, make your own decisions, and especially in the short term, Bitcoin can do anything. We can take another leg down. We can take another leg up. Anything is possible with Bitcoin, especially in the short term, so always be careful. But like we reported 2 days ago, the Bitcoin supply on exchanges is now at its lowest level since December 2018. And we know this because we have the data to back it up. Bitcoin's ratio of supply sitting on exchanges continues dropping hard, down to its lowest level since December 2018. And just in these last 2 months, there is 13.5% less Bitcoin on these exchange wallets compared to just 2 months ago, amounting to 1.6% less of the overall supply. This shows me that accumulation is happening in a big way. Listen to the 60-second clip of Anthony Pompliano talking Bitcoin price today. Watch this.
What is keeping Bitcoin from breaking out this year the way it had last year?
Yeah, one of the big things that is very obvious with Bitcoin is that the supply-demand mechanisms are very well understood. And so you can actually go ahead and check on the on-chain metrics where the supply is and how illiquid. And what we're watching is exactly what we actually saw in 2020, and then again in the summer of 2021, right before the big run-up. Is that more and more long-term holders are acquiring Bitcoin. They're taking it off of exchanges. Miners are acquiring Bitcoin. They are not selling what they're mining. And so you're getting this highly illiquid supply that once a catalyst hits, regardless of what it is, whether it comes from the macro environment, whether it comes from a big buyer of Bitcoin, could be one of many, many things. That catalyst will go ahead and kind of ignite this underlying illiquid market. And I would expect to see a very big move in the Bitcoin price. Now, when that happens is the big question. Will that happen in the coming weeks? Will it take months to happen? Nobody knows. But whenever we get these lulls where people are taking the supply off the market, and it's becoming highly illiquid, that's where we see those parabolic moves happen shortly afterwards.
All right. I like it. Let's keep going. Let's get to the news. Check the timestamps down below. And quick shout out for sponsor of the channel, the FTX app. If you're looking for the cheapest place to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, altcoins securely in minutes, the FTX app literally has 0 fees. Link down below, check it out, and use code Altcoin Daily and get a free coin when you trade at least $10 worth of crypto. Next piece of news involving the US and crypto. The US Senate to now officially consider a bill examining El Salvador's Bitcoin experiment. So the country of El Salvador has made such a splash that now the United States Congress is getting a little worried about the dominance of the US dollar. This is called the Accountability for Cryptocurrency in El Salvador Act, ACES, and this was introduced bipartisan by Republicans and Democrats alike. In a direct quote about this proposed bill, as El Salvador has adopted Bitcoin as legal tender, it's important we understand and mitigate potential risks to the U.S. financial system. The bill would also ask the U.S. to now monitor remittances from El Salvador, and since then, the El Salvadorian president has expressed discontent after the bill received a committee passage. In a direct quote from the president of El Salvador, he tweeted, "Never in my wildest dreams would I have thought that the U.S. government would be afraid of what we're doing here." So more and more of the world is watching as Bitcoin takes over. Crazy times. Next piece of altcoin news, Charles Hoskinson cheekily admits, "I was wrong about dApp rollout." The co-founder of the Cardano blockchain, Charles Hoskinson, has cheekily admitted that his July 2020 forecast of the number of dApps coming to the blockchain has not yet come to fruition. This, of course, is referring to his July 2020 tweet. This was in the depths of the bear market. There was no excitement. There was only depression and pain. And he tweeted that in 1 year's time, Cardano's dApps would be thousands. As of a few days ago, remember when I predicted thousands of assets and dApps on Cardano? Well, I was wrong. There are now millions of native assets issued, and dApps are now in the hundreds, slow and steady. So cool to see the network grow. And by the way, in a sense, he was sort of misremembering his own tweets because actually back then he predicted in July of 2020, he said that by 2021, there would be hundreds of assets and thousands of dApps on Cardano. And now 2 years later, we have hundreds of dApps, not thousands, yet millions of assets. If you're asking, where are the dApps? What are they? Well, looking at a list of the top 10, we see MinSwap, SundaySwap, Mussolini Swap, MeowSwapFi, 8x Pro, Vi Finance, and Meld. That's top 7. So DeFi, it's growing. And according to the leading Cardano ecosystem tracker, Cardano Cube, there are right now 579 dApps in various stages of development. I will keep you updated, but let's keep moving. Next up, let's talk about SHIB. Over 263 billion SHIB, worth over $6.3 million, has been burned since October 2021, meaning a quarter of a trillion SHIB has been destroyed since late October last year. Damn. Well, how come price isn't going up? Or first off, how do we know that this actually happened? Well, the head of a major SHIB burner, the company is called Bigger Entertainment, Stephen Cooper, has taken to Twitter to confirm this. 263.4 billion SHIB have been burned through community initiatives since October of last year, and that's over $6.3 million at the current SHIB price. 2 billion of those were burned in the last 24 hours. Amazing. Way to go, SHIB Army. We're stronger together. Let's make it our goal to unite even further. All right. And again, that is his company. They focus on crypto coin burns. So this is happening. If you like SHIB, do you like this? Let me know. And that is the video. My name's Austin. Like always, see you tomorrow. And Aaron and I will actually be speaking on a couple panels of NFT LA next week from March 28th through 31st in Los Angeles. So if you're an LA local, California local, come out, attend NFT LA, as well as join us for the Bitcoin conference in Miami from April 6th through 9th, and use code Altcoin Daily for 10% off your ticket. Link down below. Come hang with us in Miami or in LA.
And so I think that there's plenty of people who point at the industry, they laugh, they don't understand it. But what I do know is that the world's wealthiest people, not the future wealthiest, the world's wealthiest people today are crypto investors. And my guess is that over time, the Forbes 400 is going to be dominated by Bitcoin and crypto investors. And so if you want to be part of that, you should get into the industry.